Hi everybody, Mr. Boma from Mr. Boma's Balloons here. About a week ago, my 5-year-old niece Charlotte requested a purple hippo. She loves purple, she loves hippos, so she wanted a purple hippo. And so this is what I came up with. This is Charlotte the purple hippo. It takes a geoblossom for the nose. You can use a heart that you just inflate the lobes. It doesn't quite look the same. So geoblossom for the nose. For the cheeks, I've used 2 5-inch rounds, or you can use a heart that you split in half. So this has got a heart that is split. I've got 3 260s, one for the arm, one for the legs, one for the head and the back. I've got a quick link or a link-a-loon for the belly, but you could also use a 5-inch or 9-inch round. A scrap of white and a scrap of black for the eyes. A scrap of pink or red for the tongue. And on this girl, one of her ears deflated. And so I gave her a bow. You can use a 160 or a 260, doesn't matter, either one. And you wrap that into the ear there. These guys are nice. They do sit up on their own. They are super cute. So grab your balloons. Let's get started. All right, here are the balloons you're going to need. We've got a geoblossom for the nose. I've got 2 5-inch rounds I'm going to use for the cheeks. You can use a heart and split the heart in half. In fact, that's what I prefer to do. But the problem is that I don't have any lilac hearts. And so you can split a 5-inch round, but the cheeks just aren't quite large enough. So I'm going to take 2 5-inch rounds and I'm going to tie them together like that. And those are going to be my cheeks. I've got a quick link for the belly. I've got a 260 for the head and the back. I've got a 260 for the arms, a 260 for the legs, a 160 for the ears. It's not a full 160, it's half of a 160 for the ears. I've got a scrap of white for the eyes, a scrap of black for the pupils, and a scrap of pink for the tongue. Okay, let's start with the nose. I've already done the cheeks, so we can start with the cheeks. You're blowing up your 5-inch rounds. That's not even, maybe halfway. And then you tie them together. Okay, for the geoblossom, I'm going to inflate this all the way. And now I'm going to let out air. About like that. That's pretty good. Okay, tie that. And then we're going to tie this to the cheeks. Wrap them all together there. With a heart, this connection's a little bit tighter. That's okay. It'll still work fine. Okay, so we've got the nose and the cheeks. We're going to take our first 260. And I'm inflating this with about a 6-finger tail. So more than halfway. I'm going to attach this into this mess here in the center. Oop. Okay, I'm going to make a quad. I'm going to make 4 4-finger bubbles. So a 4-finger bubble, another 4-finger bubble. Wrap those together. So those should be pretty much the same. Okay, another 4-finger bubble. We'll roll that through. And one last 4-finger bubble. Make a quad like that. Okay. Pick the two that are the most similar and rotate them so that they're facing forward. I think those two I want facing forward. Okay, in the back here I'm going to make a pinch twist. Okay, pinch twist that's going to sit between the cheeks there. I'm going to make a loop twist now. I want this loop twist. I don't want it to go all the way to the end of the nose, but I want it to cover this hole. There we go. Like that. Okay. Beauteous. This head is not sitting right. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Take the quick link or link-a-loon, or you can even just use a 5-inch round. Inflate it pretty much all the way. Tie it off. I'm going to attach the tail end up here on the top. You don't have to. You can do it the other way if you want. It doesn't really matter. And so we got that. I kind of want to, let me redo this. I kind of want it more attached to the nose than to the pinch twist back here. So I'm going to take it around the nose junction. Oh. And then around the head. There we go. And around like that. Okay. I'm going to come a couple of fingers down and put a twist. That's where we're going to attach the arms. And then I'm going to come down the back. I don't want to come all the way down. I want to come down to about right here and put a twist. And that's where we're going to attach the knot. And incidentally, that's why I attached the tail of the quick link at the top, is because I want this to be nice and tight down here, and using the knot will make it tighter. Okay, and then we're going to come back up to the top. Actually, I'm going to put a pinch twist here, because I think I've got enough balloon. And I'm going to put a little tiny bubble at the end here and wrap that around there. Whew, perfect. Awesome. All right. Let's do the arms. I'm not going to use all of this. I filled it a little bit past halfway. Start with a small bubble for the thumb and a loop twist for the hand. Roll that through. I'm going to come up 5 to 6 fingers and put a bend, and then 2 to 2.5 fingers past that, I'm going to put a twist, and I'm going to attach that back here. I don't know, there are various ways you can do this. Okay. I'm going to add a pinch twist here. Pinch twist. That pinch twist is going to help hold the arms forward. make our bend. Come down, make our loop twist. Our small bubble, break off the rest. I'll roll that through there, keep it from coming undone. There are the arms. Okay. Filling this a little past halfway. I'm going to start with a pinch twist. And a loop twist. Oh, my pinch twist came undone. That's 1 foot. I'm going to take this, we're going to pass it between the belly and the back. You can make these as long or as short as you want. I like to wrap mine around the belly, so that's how long I want it. And I'm going to squeeze a lot of the air so that the balloon that's in the back here doesn't have much air in it. I'm not actually putting a twist back there. You can if you want, I guess. But I just don't want a lot of air in there because I want the back to be tight up against the belly as much as possible. So squeezing a lot of the air out there. Okay, make the other leg same length, approximately. Loop twist. Oh, let's try and make them the same size, I guess. Sure. Pinch twist. Tear off the rest. And, oh, I usually connect them together, and I forgot to. So let's take a small scrap here, make a small bubble. Okay, so don't tear off the rest. Bad job, me. Connect those. Okay, and now we take that and we position it so that it wraps around the body like that. Okay, we need to make the eyes. So take your white, put a puff in there. Make 2 2-finger bubbles. 1, 2, those should be the same size. If they're not, adjust. Adjust, adjust. Adjust. Okay. Take your knot, wrap that around there, and then wrap this around a couple times. Okay, there are our eyes. I'm going to break this off, leaving myself a nice long tail on here. Those came unpinch twisted. I'm going to re-pinch twist them. Okay, there we go. We're going to take the black, put a small puff in there, 2 1-finger bubbles, 1, 2, wrap them together, pinch twist them, break off, and then attach this to the eyes here. Wrap all the way around. Okay. There are the eyes. We're going to take this long part here. We're going to put it through the front of the face, pull it out the back. Through the front of the face, pull it out the back. We're going to wrap it around the pinch twist in the back here. Straighten those out. Those should sit right on top of the nose. Okay, we're going to put the tongue in, and then we'll do the ears last. Whoa! Take a bubble like that, tie end to end. Okay, so you get a bubble like that. Open up the mouth and shove it in there. There it is. Now, if you're thinking that this could be used for Barney, you are absolutely right. It could be used for Barney. All right, let's take the ears. Okay, I'm going to make a small loop. That's 2 fingers, maybe a tad bit more. Double pinch twist. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to take this and pass it through the head. Want it about right there. Do the same thing on this side. 2 pinch twists. 1, or not. 1, 2. 2 pinch twists. Good. A loop twist. Excellent. Break off the rest. Whoop. Those go up top there. One ear is smaller than the other. What you can do is you can put a bow, attach a bow to the ears. Oh, my pinch twist in the back came undone. Make a loop, make a pinch twist, make a loop. So you've got a break off the rest, leave yourself a bit of tail here for tying it on. And, oh, one of the ears popped. Okay, well, even better. Tie that on there to hide the missing ear. Or if the ears are different sizes. Okay, so there you have the hippo. I hope you like it. I hope you can get some use out of it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Make it long enough to do that. And then I'm going to kind of... Oh! Wowzers! It's a hip-hop-opotamus. A hip-hop-opotamus. A hip-hop-opotamus. A hip-hop-opotamus. A hip-hop-opotamus. Hip-hop-opotamus. A hip-hop-opotamus.